So,
I didn't
welcome
need
to Pie's little Patreon request, and I can never say that normally, it seems. This is One Way Heroics, and with me I have...
You have me, Pie.
And me, Maverick.
Yep. So, One Way Heroics is interesting. As you can see here, the game gives you a lot of different classes that you can pick from. Each of them have their own unique abilities, which you can see in the bottom left over there. There are 3 types for every class. A, which is male, B, which is female, and C, which is technically classed as other, but it's kind of a range of different things. You have to beat the game at least once with the class to unlock C, though, and you can see there's a couple I haven't done that on. Also, as you can see here, it saves what you picked from your last run. That's why there's 2 strength pluses, 2 agility pluses, things like that. I'm mostly just showing off the classes here. You can see roughly how they look from the little sprite. The thing about One Way Heroics is it is what it says on the tin. It's a roguelike... I don't know, I would call it a dungeon crawler, even though it feels like that. But basically you are constantly going to the right and you cannot touch the left side of the screen or you die. You can probably understand this brings about some complications when, obstacles get in your way.
Force user, huh?
It's just magic. Force is their word for magic, essentially. I don't really know why, but that's how it works. But yeah, to start the game, you pick your class, you pick your type, you will then change your name, you'll change the 5 ability slots, and you unlock them with points that you get from playing the game. Heroes, as you can see, are kind of a pain in the butt. That is why I've actually not beat the game with the hero yet. You can see because they don't have the little trophy.
Yeah.
They're very, very difficult, but they're also kind of hilarious, but I'll show that off a little later. So once you pick that, like I said, you get the option to pick what you want your 5 little extra things to be. You can see each of them are fairly self-explanatory. Strength plus gives you a point of strength, agility plus gives you a point of agility, vitality plus gives you a point of vitality, intellect plus, willpower plus, charisma plus. Makes sense. Charisma is actually important in this game.
Oh dear.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Charisma is important in this game because charisma directly correlates to how many allies you can have with you. You can have 1 ally for every point of charisma, and you actually expend a point of charisma to recruit an ally. You can see that Suki here is not going to be really having any friends around.
Yeah, that -2 is a little concerning.
He's so painfully ugly, nobody wants to be around him.
Poor guy.
Charisma's more...
We'll be nice to you, Tsuki.
We will. We like him a lot. Charisma is more... It's less an appearance stats in this game and more how well you're liked among the people. Because ninja are considered kind of a dark class, for lack of a better term.
Of course.
They aren't very popular with people. You could still make it work by just picking 3 charisma upgrades, and then you could have an ally as a ninja, but really, you can see there's so many better things you can pick here. Also, dimensional gold coins is how you buy stuff, so the gold hunter is mostly for unlocking things. I decided to go with strength, make things a little easier on myself. Pets, because everybody loves pets.
Especially pets.
Or a wolf with a pet something. I forget what we have. I think it's a cat.
Oh boy.
So this is an interesting thing. This is the castle, which is where you start. You actually can place residents for different things. But I don't really find it all that useful because none of these people are really all that useful once you actually finish with them. Like, the knowledgeable men and women just give you tutorials about the game. The wounded ninja, the bard, the follower, or the force knight, those are all how to unlock the classes. The problem is you don't really get much of a chance to talk to them. And you'll see that when we actually get into the castle.
Jeez, that altar's expensive. I guess it is made out of gold.
Yeah, it is. That's why, though. It lets you call the goddess altar at any time, and goddess altars are where you can level up, I believe.
Whoops, looks like we lost Maverick.
Whoops. Well, hopefully he'll be back soon. Also, you say you can add extensions to the castle. Again, I don't really find it worth it. And, like I said, you'll see briefly when we start. What am I doing? I don't remember what I'm doing here.
I'm not sure either.
It's been a little while since I recorded this. I don't quite remember what I was thinking. Anyways, start the adventure. And here you can pick what dimension you want to go to. Create a random world at various difficulties. Past dimensions are ones you've created, and the ones at the very bottom are actual generated by the game itself for everybody.
Oh, just so you know, Maverick's just popped into chat. His internet's gone.
Well, please map can watch it a little later.
Yep.
Yeah, as you can see, these little load things give you hints. So here's the problem I find with the castle. Do you see that thing on the left?
Which thing on the left? There are a lot of things on the left.
Pulsing black at the very edge of the screen.
Oh, yeah, the thing you said you can't touch.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that keeps constantly moving towards you?
Oh yeah. And every time you talk to somebody, it moves one tile closer. And you have to repeatedly talk to people to do stuff for certain things like the knowledgeable man. Also, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but what Suki thought of there, the fact that he was like, wait, I thought I was dead, the harpy killed me, but I'm back intact, and then forgetting all his memories, that's a plot thing. I'm not actually going to explain what the plot is, because I'm not good enough to actually, like, show the full plot. But you are legitimately being revived every time you die. Also, here you can see just coming down to the root there, put me a little dangerously close to the back.
Yeah, just a bit.
That soldier's a jerk. The lady with the star above
I
her
can
head
see
there...
why it's called one way, though.
Yeah. The lady with the star above her head is the dimensional vault where you can get all the items you store. And this is Iris. She's basically our Navi, except she's not anywhere near as annoying.
She's cute. I like her wings.
I do too, they're really neat.
Also, I keep reading that as King Vector and giggling.
No. King Vector's not that nice. Yeah, Iris gives you a bunch of interesting things here. And you can ask her if she has a question. But as you might notice, we started out on the snow terrain. That is completely random. It's yeah. I really like Iris. It's completely random where you actually start. Every time you regenerate a new world, the castle will be somewhere else. I've literally had the castle completely surrounded by lava except for one path before.
Oh, we have somebody back.
Hey, Mav.
Sorry about that. My internet decided to crap out on me.
No worries. You haven't really missed anything so far, me just talking about fields. Yeah, as you can see from what Iris says here, the snowfields are kind of dangerous because you can't find food that easily.
Oh
And
boy.
if you don't eat and you run out of energy, as she tells you here, it's not good. Energy doesn't yeah, sorry Iris, that did not go over well. Your stamina is basically what you use to cast skills and spells, so if it hits 0, you won't be able to do any of that. And yeah, if your energy is 0, you are slower, your attack power and stuff is reduced, your health regains much more slowly. It's generally just a bad time all around.
Yikes.
Also, she's about to tell us the clock in the upper right-hand corner there tells us when the Demon King is going to appear. She kind of hints here that there's other quests besides destroying the Demon King, and that is true. But it's kind of complicated to get the rest of those. So combat is simple. You press the fight button, you stab the thing, win.
So when she says you should prepare escape items for when the clock hits there, do you have an escape item?
Escape item is a little bit of a misnomer. Well, technically it's true because it's escaping from the Demon Lord, but there's stuff like you can use a Paralysis Scroll to prevent him from getting at you. You can throw a slow scroll or something, or bad food to slow him down. Generally, your whole goal is to kill the Demon King, and you want to do it as soon as possible, but if you aren't strong enough to fight him yet, then you can do that sort of things to give yourself more time. This is especially especially really good because the Demon Lord comes with... I don't know if it's Lord or King, but it doesn't really matter. The Demon King comes with barriers, and you have to chip the barriers down before you can actually hurt him. Also, as you can see there, anything you pick up is not identified. It is entirely possible for things to be cursed. I have had it happen before, a lot. Also, you only have a certain amount of weights you can carry, and then you can't pick up anything more, I believe. You might be able to, and it might just severely slow you down, but I'm pretty sure... If not hard, you can't pick up anything more. It's you can't pick up anything more because you would be way too slow. Also, you can see there I have a potted herb in my inventory. That's from the king. On the lowest difficulty, the king will give you that potted herb, and every so often when it says it's ripe, you can pick it for a healing herb. An healing herb. Healing herb.
I thought it was your character who was meant to be tired, not you.
I did get woken up by a bunch of jerks popping gunshot level fireworks at 2 AM, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, also you might notice that enemies sometimes come with things like stars. That means that they're wanted, and as you saw there, you get a ton of EXP for them. Little arrows, I believe, show they're just stronger versions. Also went from a snowfield straight into a volcano field.
Yeah.
Aren't we lucky? So one interesting thing you can do is that you can throw items at enemies to hurt them. You can also sort of attack in front of you to burn your turn and make a thing come closer. As you can tell, the problem with the volcanic terrain is that there's lava everywhere. Guess what trying to swim in lava does?
Gets you drunk?
Yes, you just get drunk. That's how lava works in this game. No, if you get into lava, it is instant death. If there is a way to avoid dying while swimming in lava, I don't know what it is, because every time I have ever played, it has always been instant death on every character with every additional ability you can pick. There's just no way to do it.
Oh no, run, Suki!
I make the poor idea. Or I'm thinking of going in there, but you can see that I didn't really want to get stuck in there.
Yeah.
Especially because, that's stone, and stone is really hard to chip through. And I got 4 levels from that. Also, you can see dimensional gold coins are weightless, so you can carry them. There's a few things that are weightless to help you out. This was a really, really bad initial run.
Yeah, it looks like you had some pretty bad luck here.
Yeah, both snowfields and volcano fields are not good for food. Also, they keep attacking our poor kitty Pocky.
Aww.
How dare they? How dare you hurt Pocky? Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to get through with the healing herbs I have. But it's not easy. They don't replenish a lot of food. Like, you, help me! This is the one reason why you would want to hold on to a lot of stuff, is so that you can immediately pawn it off. Oh yeah, everything has durability. I probably should have said that earlier.
Oh god.
It's a part of the
This
game, but it's still
very,
annoying.
It doesn't play nice.
No, it really doesn't. This is a really, it's more of the hardcore type of roguelike. That's surprisingly deep, Mr. Merchant. Yeah, it's really, really good to keep restarting until you get at least a field to start with. Because this is what happens when you don't. Also, this is one of the major problems of trying to dodge around obstacles, is you really need to keep an eye on the mini-map so you don't trap yourself. You can go across mountains, but it takes a very, very long time to do that. And, yeah, I can catch up to you.
Run from the darkness!
I thought I was
How's
poisoned
trying
and
to kill
spawned
you?
first. Man, that's not too far off. No! Pocky!
No!
I'm pretty sure that pop-up said that Spot died, even though its name was Pocky. I'm not really sure why. But we are now, down one cat.
Oh no!
Destroyed by whatever that was. I think it was a golem.
It was a jerk, whatever it was.
Yes, it was.
Oh no, you like kitty.
Sorry, what did you say, Maverick?
Uh-oh. Ah, don't yell. Oh, right, this part. I forgot about this part.
Uh-oh.
So it is,
Getting
slightly
dark.
amusing to me. Yeah, it is, nighttime. And we go from that to mountains, which are still not fantastic, but better than literal dead areas for food.
So you go from snow to volcano to mountain.
Yeah.
You're not having much luck.
Well,
But at least there's fruits here, it sounds like.
yeah, the Natuya fruit, I think it's Nayuta fruits are actually the best energy refill item that I'm aware of, short
good.
of man-made ones. The problem is finding them, because the trees are a lot more, rare or hard to find than you might think. I somehow found a dark Ayuda fruit. I'm not totally sure how that,
Oh boy.
how that works. Also, this is very much not ideal. You can see that, I can't hurt that skeleton.
Well,
So I decide, you know what, escape was the better part of valor, but I failed to escape. And
aww.
this is what happens when you die. You can see that enemies sometimes get titles, which determines, certain things they'll give you Pack rats drop a whole bunch of items. Also, how does a skeleton look down at me with intense hunger? How does that work?
Could be a very hungry skeleton.
I guess. Yeah, you can see your hero rating here. How far you got, what your level was, things like that, and you can see what I have in the Dimensional Vault, which is a whole bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Also a fox's tail.
This game actually does look kind of fun.
It is, but you really need to know, or you really need to be into kind of hardcore roguelikes to fully enjoy it. Because the way to get the real ending is really kind of complicated. And I don't show it or anything, so I'll go ahead and say it. First of all, you need to get, I think it's called a buddy tablet, which is a really, really rare item that when you throw it on a monster, it'll make that monster your friend.
Right?
You can probably guess what your first thoughts when you pick that up would be. It's if you make a monster your friend, why don't you just throw it at the Demon Lord and solve the problem that way?
Yep.
Which you can do. But when you do that, the Demon Lord, tells you a little something interesting.
Oh boy.
Which kind of changes a lot of what you're trying to do. So once you actually have the Demon Lord as your friend, you then need to take a holy item and throw it into the darkness. And then a really, really hard fight will start. And if you manage to survive the fight and finish it victoriously, then you get the real ending. It's something like that. I know it's doesn't sound like much, but it is really more complicated than it seems.
So you took 4 of the pet options, but there's only 1 pet with you.
It's because the more of those options you take, the stronger the pet gets.
Ah, I see.
Rather than flooding you with a bunch of different pets that you have to micromanage, it just makes the one pet you have much stronger.
Oh, and here I thought you'd be running around with 4 kitties after you.
I thought that too, and I was really disappointed when that didn't happen. You can see I'm kinda gearing up here a bit. Actually taking stuff out of the Dimensional Vault this time. So I've already gone overweight. Unfortunate. Oh, thankfully equipping that should fix that problem. There it is. Go ahead and equip all of this stuff and accidentally equip the bad sword again.
Clever.
I didn't actually fix that.
Whoops, I think you missed it that time.
Oh no, I think I wanted to save it.
Ah, yes.
Because of
that makes
durability.
sense.
Yeah, deserts suck.
Huh. You're having not much luck on this, aren't you?
No, I'm really not. Also, a fun little fact about some of the enemies you find.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are actually considered neutral animals and they won't hurt you. And if you kill them, you will literally get fantasy PETA after you. Except they actually do attempt to preserve people instead of just kill them. Preserve animals.
Wow.
Yeah, you get 1 freebie. I guess just in case you made a mistake. But if you kill more than 1 of the innocent animals, they will try to kill you. I believe they will actively spawn and try to track you down, but I'm not sure. Also, that pop-up about the kindred spirit was telling you there's a party member in that direction.
Ooh.
But, you might remember our charisma's at 0.
Yeah.
That's not really, helpful for us. Also, the Xenophage
That's a
thing
shame.
is, interesting. You might have known when it popped up, it
What's
said
up
it would...
with it?
You might have not You might have noticed when it popped up, it said it would increase our strength, but at a specific cost.
Yes?
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I don't remember when I show it off, but, it's part of the reason why I've never won with the hero. The other part being the fact you take so much extra damage from behind and the sides. Cactus. Apparently cactus meat's the best energy heal, not the fruit. No, I think the fruits are 70. They heal 30 HP.
I think they do call the insides of a cactus the meat for some reason. I don't know why.
It's interesting. Also, you might notice those things have a little ×2 on them.
Mm-hmm.
That means they get 2 actions for every one of mine. They're faster than me. That's a little bit problematic when I'm trying to fight them, as you can probably guess. Picked up a couple keys of seals, which I don't get the chance to show off. Key of seals lets you unlock a specific building, but like with anything else, the building has to spawn first. And it didn't. Next turn, this monster is a friend. Can be used twice during adventure and can make a monster 3 tiles away into an ally. So also, we're in the ruins, not the plains. Ruins have a lot of medicine, items, scrolls, things like that.
And apparently dungeons.
Apparently dungeons. You can see the harpy ran away from me. It didn't want anything to do with that. So here's a goddess statue. Yeah, you consume your levels, but it gives you, stuff. I don't really know how it decides what stuff it'll actually give you.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I get strength or stats, and sometimes I get stuff like that, which is just crit and item identification. I don't fully understand how it works.
God, I missed the bow already.
The what?
The bow you were using last time.
Oh, I wasn't using a bow last time, it was a shuriken.
No, you had a bow equipped.
I thought I had a shuriken. Yeah, so, notice how it says using this power makes it impossible to wear armor?
Mm.
I want you to think about that for a little bit.
That sounds horrific and dangerous.
Yeah. There's another reason I want you to think about it, and you'll see when I actually use it. I hear breathing bat. And it burned my herb! Rude.
How rude. Aww.
Fortunately,
Oh, you should have took the cow.
I can't! It's 2,000, we only have 800. I can't afford the poor cow, or I would have gladly taken the poor cow.
What's he even gonna do with 2,000 silvers if he's expected to be eaten by the darkness?
I don't know. He should just
Surely
give me
he
the
should have
cow.
just given it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Oh god, we think too alike sometimes.
If you think you're gonna die, just hand us the poor cow, especially if you want us to take her with us. Also, for someone who apparently likes the poor thing, you sure were eager to bring up how we could kill it in a pinch. Here I demonstrate you can throw things into enemies to damage them. Yeah, you flat out can't move if you're overweight. Axes are really heavy. You have to hold on to a body of water
It looked like you
or lava to
nearly
actually get
picked
into
it up.
I did, in fact, nearly pick it up. So since we're on normal difficulty here, the Demon Lord appears at random intervals, which is not something I said. And you can kind of see when it's gonna show up by, I believe it's the white line. I believe when that red line gets to the white line, the Demon Lord.
Oh boy.
Also, I'm just stacking a bunch of enchantments on the coat I want to keep. I decided, screw it, I'll just keep it on. Also, the stop there is actually the reverse of the ×2. Oh no, sorry, the red line points to something important. The two white lines, when they meet, is when the Demon Lord comes up. The Desire Armor. Demon Lord should be appearing... Yeah, there we go. The Demon Lord has appeared, and there he is. He's blonde. And actually, kinda has a smart idea. Mostly just kind of running away from him. This is generally how you escape, is you just, like, keep away for long enough and the Demon Lord just goes away for some reason? I don't think that's ever explained. Now you can see that the long white one is at the bottom again, so it has to go back around to the top before the Demon Lord shows up again. And now we're back in volcano territory!
Yay!
Hooray!
In volcano territory, wearing a heavy, heavy coat.
Yep. And as Ira said, there's not really any people here, so you can't get a lot of stuff. I mentioned before that man-made things were the best energy healing items. You can literally buy packed lunches to take with you.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
The best part is that the chef there, you can actually, I believe, order one to eat immediately and then buy one. So you're full and then have a full restore with you. Why these people don't just hand this over to you, considering you're the only hope for the world not dying, I don't understand, but capitalism reaches all, I suppose. See, I just kind of was like, eh. Those were good skills, but I didn't really want any of them. I just realized Pocky is bigger than I am.
Yeah. That is a big kitty.
I'd be a white panther? So this is, I believe it's called the Black Market. You have to do bad stuff and be chased by a bounty hunter to be able to enter there. The exception is that pirates and ninjas can enter inherently, because they're considered underground classes, for lack of a better term.
Well, that's very biased of them. How rude.
Unfortunately, our hero is pure as the driven snow. He is not allowed. She, I think I picked the female. It's actually really hard to tell with the hero. I'm not really sure what the something good thing means. That happens every so often, but I've never really found what it actually does.
Did that say you gained charisma before?
Yes, yeah I did. I'm at charisma level 2 now.
Sweet.
I gained 2 charismas. And I'm not gonna find any more party members to recruit with it. Yeah, this is another terrain that's just terrible to try to push your way through.
You don't seem to have much luck with finding food.
No, I don't, and this is consistent throughout everything. Also, you can see there's a chest there in the water. I don't really touch the water chests unless I'm playing as the pirate, because the pirate can swim really easily, which makes sense. I just threw a Spirit of Wolf. This is what I mean about being a little bit careful that you don't box yourself in. You can see I went up and around because I wasn't going to risk was there. Also, wooden stuff breaks really easily. I'm like, alright, make me something. I was thinking, like, did she actually give me anything? No, she didn't. She claims
She only gave you air.
She claims she made air. I feel like I was just staring at her through the most tight little eyes, just glaring.
It took 400 of your silvers just to be breathed on.
Narrow, that was the word I was looking for. Narrowed eyes. Also, save crystal does what it sounds like. It lets you save the game.
Nice.
I don't believe it actually, erases itself. Even if you die. Not totally sure. Stacking buffs on my equipment. Now I decided, you know what? Let's fight. Let's pick a fight with a demon lord.
Feeling brave since you just saved it.
Yeah, you can tell it's not really going well. And Pocky got hurt a lot. Ow! I got set on fire. I got set on fire down to 16 health. And I ran away until the demon lord left me alone.
Made it.
Yeah, that was not the smartest plan I ever had.
That classic line. You can run, but you can't hide.
I mean, the darkness is literally consuming everything, so you really can't hide. Also, that's not actually me being hyperbolic. So fun fact, there's an ending you get if you circumnavigate the world. If you do this, you find out the entire world is dead because the darkness is only a thin strip comparatively. But everything that it passes through, it completely destroys. It leaves the world barren and dead. Medicinal liquor. I decided to pass on the booze. I did sell him some stuff, though. Or tried to, I don't think it let me. Oh, nope, there it goes. Like, I don't care about this stuff. Get it off me.
Precious space.
Precious space. Precious silver. We can almost afford a cow! Too bad they were all
Except we
eaten by the
can't
darkness.
get cows anymore.
Also, sometimes Kronos will ask if you want to, expend your levels to save the game. That is completely random, though, so you need to rely on a save crystal to do that.
And apparently you can also tell Kronos to go away and never come back again.
Yep. If you have no intention of ever saving with him, you can say that. Kronos is apparently a really chill guy, or just really easily forgetful. Because if you tell him that you don't need him anymore, he will come back your next life. Oh. And I hired a mercenary because why not?
She a lady mercenary.
She level 190.
Yeah.
You can actually see it under her, right there. You
No
gonna
wonder
kill-
she was so expensive.
Yeah! Money well spent, I think. He's gonna help me kill the Demon King.
What a horrible night to have a curse.
I am starving again. You can see she's actually doing significant damage to the skeleton there. She's the only reason we killed it. Me and Hockey
4
leveled up
levels,
fast.
1 shot, huh? Nice.
I'm trying to position it by her, so it will hopefully go after her. And it did!
It's awfully dark.
It is nighttime. Skeletons are troublesome because they're really resistant to weapons, I believe. Leveled up. Maybe that's not her level, maybe that's her life. Yeah, because it's going up without her getting any experience. That must be her life, not her level. Still really, really strong, though. Also, you can see the flashing spots on the mini-map tells you where things are. This soldier just straight up gives us stuff. We can apparently sense the lost girl somewhere to our right.
Oh,
Problem is, since things are very vague, I'm not sure where to the right.
and now you're out of energy.
Yep. I believe it was that golden spot directly above us that she was in. But I'm not totally certain. See, I thought she was the girl, and it turns out she was not. She was the force power user.
Aw.
I don't want anything from her, so, Also trying to sort of navigate by the red line there, but it's more difficult than it seems. Like I said, I think I already accidentally missed the girl. Oh, blessed herbs. I call them herbs. Nyx just stands there and shoves food down her throat.
What did you get that fruit the right time?
Yeah, no kidding. Thankfully, these being, I believe, the plains.
Said prairie before, so
Sorry,
probably?
prairie. Yeah, prairie, not the plains. This being where it is, there's a lot of food all around. There's also apparently a whole lot of timber wolves as well. Let's pick a fight. Pick a fight with a demon lord. That's a good idea, right?
Yay!
Of course it's a good idea. Why wouldn't it be?
I got a friend now, though. Also, the Holy Lance has a little piercing on the barriers, I think. Ah!
Oh, fireballed.
But I got him.
Oh.
It was really close, but I got him. Which means I actually won with the hero. And I was very, very shocked that happened.
Yeah, I thought you were about to die.
I did too! I figured I could either try to run away and possibly get fireballed in the back or just go for it, so I went for it. Turns out that was the right choice to make. What? Yeah, note the gradually. Half the world's still basically dead. We got rid of the darkness, but we lost about half the world in doing so.
Oh boy.
Yeah, as you can probably imagine, it's a lot more bleak if you circumnavigate the world and realize the entire world has been destroyed. The Demon Lord comes to talk to you when you do that. After waking, their party member explains everything. And then our cat abandoned us.
But the kitty's going on their own adventure.
Respite and maybe a bath. Pretty sure I still have wolf guts somewhere on me.
Also Demon Lord guts.
That too. And here you have the credits, which actually shows off some of the party members. Josie, who is a healer and has a unique problem of turning into a beast. That's why she has a tail.
I like these drawings.
We have Duke Galtz, who is... Actually don't know anything about him. I don't think I've ever actually found him. King, who is not a party member, but just King. He's also ancient, my lord. Look at his hands! Sir, how long have you been king? Fridia?
I imagine that guy was swallowed up by the darkness fast. He couldn't really run at that age.
Oh yeah, he was. Fridia here is, I believe, the princess?
Frida.
Yeah, Frida is the princess, I think. I do know she's a party member. Mercenary! Because that's the only name they get. Josie is one of those, is your one guaranteed source of buddy tablets, because if you recruit her, she'll give you a couple.
Fib attendant's cute.
It is. Very, very blood elf long ears. Yeah, the problem with, or the reason Josie gives you it is because she does turn into a monster eventually if you don't hurry it up, and it tries to kill you. So if you have a buddy tablet, you can throw it at the monster and fully recruit her again, and if you don't have a buddy tablet, you gotta murder her. But one thing you can do is just go recruit Josie, get the tablet, die, and then put the buddy tablet in the vault. And then you can take the vault out when you want to go for the other ending, where you have to buddy tablet the Demon Lord.
Exploring unknown regions in a world that explicitly says that there's only a little bit left.
Yeah. Maybe they actually went to try and repopulate the dead areas. I'm not entirely certain how thorough the killing is. I do know if the entire world is murdered, obviously it's desolate, because even if the world itself can recover, there's literally no fauna whatsoever. Uh-oh, that's not a that's not good. That's a problem.
That's very bad.
A little suspicious with us knowing that Suki remembered distinctly that he died and then lost all their memories. And Winrar. Also, the spirit is basically it's kind of like Dark Souls, where spirits from other people are left behind. I think it was Dark Souls that did that. I don't know for sure.
And you got the poor guy's heart.
I sure did. I'm gonna put this right above the fireplace. As soon as I remember where I live.
Bakun?
Who are you again? Yeah, it's not bad, but I wouldn't consider it exactly fantastic either. It just raises your level by 5. But you can see that you have to pay like 15 levels to get anything, so it's kinda... I kept it anyway because, I mean, it's a heart I ripped from the chest of, my enemy. It's a trophy, I must keep it.
You gotta keep your trophies, yeah. So woohoo! C-type hero.
Yes! And that actually means that I beat the game with every single class. Also, apparently I was wrong. It's the vault points that let you unlock stuff. It's the coins that let you mess with the castle. Which I really feel like the darkness shouldn't start moving until you leave the castle if they're gonna have you upgrade the castle.
Yeah.
And I don't really know who this is supposed to be. I guess this is a party member I haven't recruited yet. I have no idea about the old man. Or the knight. Or the gun wielder. I didn't know there was a gun wielder. But you can see, oh, it was the queen.
Oh, queen.
You can see Freda there. Freda is there, so when you recruit somebody, you actually get them. Also, notice the picture of the hero there?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Can you guess what the Zinura weave does now?
Yeah, I think I can.
You can see that I have a portrait for every
That
one of the
would
classes.
make the demon lord probably run away out of embarrassment.
Or just
Nope,
stare
not messing
blankly.
with that.
Also, the little sprites are on the screen too. I don't know why that one sprite over there is more solid. And you can see that the extras are just a bunch of stuff. Not really anything important. Apparently I didn't show it off, but yeah, when you use the Zenura weave, your character gets naked. And I mean that full on because the sprite gets naked and the portrait gets naked and looks embarrassed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's something really, really weird. And I'm not really sure why it does that, but that was One Way Heroics. I hope you enjoyed watching it at least. It was kind of fun to do.
I had a lot of fun with it.
I do suggest you get it. You as in you, Pi, and you as in all the
Yes.
watchers. If you think you would like roguelikes, because it's a pretty good roguelike, it's just not really my thing.